All right. So what's up? Doing a trans service on this 1966 Chevy C10. Bringing it here so you guys can see what's up. Let's go ahead and flip this around and get a little flash action. Boop. Let's go ahead and get into where the magic's happening. All right, there we go. You turn the radio down so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. YouTubers. There we go. Get some tunage going here. There we go. All right, guys, check this out. Ow. Dang. Watch your head. That's the first thing you gotta do when you're doing these. Watch your noggin so you don't get a boo-boo. All right. All right, let me grab some let me grab a little bit of a 3M pad so I can clean that off. All right, so you guys definitely get all this cleaned up. So this had some leakage on it. Unfortunately, whoever did the work on this previously had left at least a couple of the bolts not, well, they weren't really tight. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, buddy? Doing a little trans service on this thing. Get that cleaned up. You have a good weekend, Kevin? Kevin, I'm sure you've heard the Home Alone thing. They're like, Kevin, like that. Kevin. I had like he wasn't an apprentice, but I kind of was. His name was Kevin, but I called him Care Bear. He just looked like a cuddly little guy. What's up, Porter? Porter, could you spare a quarter? I'm just messing with you, Porter. We used to have, me and my buddy JT used to work with this guy, Porter. We'd say, Porter, could you spare a quarter? Then we'd be like, Porter, bring a quarter winch to my quarters, Porter. We had a lot of fun. All right. Get this bad boy. So we're gonna get this cleaned up, and then we're gonna take this on a test drive down to the Ace Hardware. I am making I gotta make a tool, man. Hey, now check this out, guys. Look, doing the trans service. We don't cheap out. Go right with AC Delco We don't put the you don't put the Duralast special on these cars, man. We do it right. Speaking of which, dang it. We either got the wrong filter or the filter that was on here was just not as nice. And that's why it doesn't have the same design. So let me see. So guys, here's the filter that was on there. I don't want to mess this one up just in case it's not correct. Then here's our new one. Obviously has this like pickup area. And if we look at them from the side, they are looking the same, except for that one area there. I think that'll be okay as long as it doesn't, rub on the bottom of the pan. And that may be a deal breaker. Let's just take a look. I think that's going to be a deal breaker. Let's take a look. Let's try for the deep pan. Yep, that's a deal breaker. Dang it. Do you know what? I got an idea. Let me see. Let me see here. I think I got an idea. Yeah. That's the only difference. All right, I got an idea. Look at something real quick. Let's take a look at, see if this gasket's the same or if it's different. Do a little gasket comparison here. Yeah. All right, I got an idea. All right, there's some good stuff to learn on this one too, guys, because there's a mistake that a lot of guys make when putting these on that you don't need to make. Hold on a sec. There we go. Whoop. All right. Oh, there's the tool. All right, I found it. Whoop. All right, guys. You guys love the flux capacitor, huh? All right, check it out. So let's go ahead and oh, there's Casey. Say, hey, Casey. Oh, there she is. That's the boss. What's up, dude?
You're 2 o'clock, and he's just gonna leave it with us till the end of the day. So got it.
Okay.
And then Serigny.
Who's that?
The gentleman at the Camaro that was up speaking. I believe we did it there.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
He's gonna be coming in around 3. Had an appointment for Friday.
What was it here for?
He said it's over again. He said he was doing great for a while.
Okay.
And now it's
Okay. All right.
he just wants you to look at it.
The Griff is here. Have no fear. All right. Casey's walking away. Well, what's gonna the Jeep parts? Okay. That sounds good. You don't want to hang out over here, Casey? All right. See ya. People on YouTube probably want to talk to you more than want to talk to me. You guys got any questions for Casey? Any questions? I haven't heard from him, no.
My tea is still hot. Good cut.
Yeah. All right, guys. So check it out. As we go to before we put this on, obviously we want to make sure it's all clean. But here's a couple of the tricks that a lot of guys don't know, or somebody won't tell you. I did put up it was a tip of the week that showed how to get the transmission to stop dripping if you were doing one that kept dripping. So you guys can check that out because we don't need to use that trick right now. Yeah, a little piece right here. And then I like using the little alcohol wipes. So me and Casey are alone today. Our junior tech Jacob didn't. JRJ, junior tech Jacob.
That's perfect.
Junior tech Jacob.
Start calling him JR.
I write that on his checks.
Do you really?
I write junior tech on there. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he likes it or not. That's a well. It's a good title. I wish I was just a junior tech, man. Some days, almost every day.
Be like, somebody will take care of that.
Yeah, it's not my problem. Somebody else can fix it.
Someone's problem now.
All right, so guys, with that cleaned off, I got my gasket all set up on the pan. So go ahead and oh, hold on. So what's going on here? Somebody's trying to sign on from somebody. I'm getting a notification from Google for somebody trying to sign on the Master Mechanics website. So, all right, guys. So check it out. Got it nice and clean, and the gasket may want to slip around on you some. So go ahead, and we'll put a couple screws, bolts through here, and then. Oh, that's not the right way. Hold on, I'll figure it out, guys. Thought that it was the right way. Oh, maybe it's this. Oh, maybe it's. All right, we go this way. There we go. Oh. Let's go this way. There we go. All right, so now, of course, guys, you never tighten it all the way down until you got them all started. But then here's a. You don't want to just you don't want to use the big bad Milwaukee and just like, tighten it down on this one, guys. This one here, you got to be a little bit. There's another way you got to do it. So, sorry, guys. Go ahead and I'm just gonna, Tighten this up some so it's not hanging down. Hold on, something seems a little funky. Hold on, something doesn't seem right, guys. I want to make sure that telephone. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm just a little OCD sometimes. All right. Hold on, I'll show you guys the trick here in a sec. I'm going to get 2 in. And I got those 2 in. I'm just going to get these to seat a little bit. Now I'll put the rest of them in. And we're definitely going to, use the torque spec, guys. But if you didn't have the torque spec, I would tell you to, what I would do is work from, you kind of go across, from the inside, work your way out. But don't tighten them down with the gun. You want to tighten them down with the speed handle. With this style gasket, if you tighten it down with the gun, it kind of just it'll pull it up real high, wherever the bolts are, but it'll kind of dip down a little bit in between, and you'll get some leakage, and that's not good. So if you don't have the torque spec, then get your speed handle, and I would say get your speed handle and work your way across from the either front to back or side to side, then move out. And like with everything else, guys, make sure you can start it by hand. All right. Now, see, I don't like this. I just noticed this. This one bolt right here is not the same as the other bolts that have kind of the built-in flange. So no, Johnny, that's not my apprentice. That's Casey. She's my service rider, dude. So I'm gonna look and see if I have the correct version of that, which would have the the flange on it. So I'll look for that in just a minute. But we can get this done. Then we're going to take a test drive down to the Ace Hardware, and we're going to get some stuff to make a tool. I wasn't going to make you guys go down to the Ace Hardware with me, but I'll probably go live when I get back so I can show you guys how I make a tool. Because when in doubt, make it out. Oh man, it's got a couple of these that are like that. See, I hate that, man. This is such a cool car. I don't want to be putting on. I really don't want to use. Put something on like these Home Depot looking bolts. So let me go check and see if I have. Oh, I didn't realize it was missing. Let me go check and see if I have one. Hold on. Oh, I got one. Oh, got 2. Man, thank you, Jesus. Let's see. I think I got Make sure I have one more that'll work. Like it all to match, guys. There we go. Yes. Woo-hoo! Yahtzee. That's what my buddy JT would say. So check it out, guys. They had these like turd ones here, like this, that don't have the washer built in. Then they had, I found a couple of these that do have the washer built in. So now it'll match. Let's put this up here. I'm gonna get my torque spec out here in just a sec. My torque spec. Oh, this is great, man. Right now, I got all of them matching, which is the way I like to have it, especially after I worked on it. There we go. Yes, I got it. All set, dude. All match. Oh, wait, nope. Spoke too soon. That one there is a, wait. No, that should be fine. There we go. Come on. Yes, there we go. All right, let's see what we got for some torque speckage. Oh, that's not it. What's this? Just let's see what the procedure is. Transmission. There we go. Check it out. Got our torque speckage right here, guys. Yeah, you say the body. I imagine you want to see the Johnny. You want to see the actual truck. So hold on, Johnny. That work for you, Johnny? Huh. All right, there's no. Huh. All right. You like that, Johnny? It's pretty sweet, isn't it? All right, hold on. Let me we're gonna lower it down here just one sec. I just want to show you guys the show you this real quick. So so guys, if you don't have the torque spec, then using a speed handle like this will get it, you're basically right where it needs to be. So go ahead and take the speed handle and tighten it down. And we'll go back over it with the torque wrench just to see how close we got with this. But you don't want to be putting these on, He-Man tight with the gun, because you'll pinch that gasket and you get some leakage, and that's not cool. And that's not cool, What'd you guys do this past weekend, man? Did you guys do some family time? Did you guys, think about how you missed tuning in to Griffzilla Garage? I made that up, guys. I had to do some work on my bathroom in my house. I hate doing work at home, dude, because I'm OCD about stuff, and I don't know. There's a lot of house stuff I don't know, so it takes me longer to look it up, and I just hate that. Almost there. So you guys see, we just kind of start from the inside and go across, work it out. Looks like I was a little uneven because I got two extra ones here. And then we'll take the torque wrench, check it, and go bust the tires loose. I'm just kidding, Dave. That's the guy that owns it. All right, let me grab my torque wrench. Let's check it out. Huh. Oh, there we go. Don't worry, Johnny. We're going back to the body in just a second. I'll show you the, when we do that, I'll show you the inside of it as well. I'm looking for an extension. Don't see it. Let's use this. So, guys, with the snap-on torque wrench, man, this thing is super accurate. It doesn't matter if you've got, you know, a swivel on it or an extension. It's awesome. So it was 12 foot-pounds. Double check. Or double checkage. Yep, 12 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead. Boop. It's awesome. Just kind of lights right up, tells you right where you're at. Boop. And we're going to go drive this bad Chevy C10 with the LS engine. You guys got any cars like this at home that you guys are working on? What kind of projects do you guys have? And, you know, what kind of projects do you guys have? What kind of projects do you want to have? I got a lot of projects that I kind of wish I didn't have. All right, I'm just going to go around now and make sure we got them all. Boop. Almost there. You know, guys, Snap-on does not pay me to, you know, talk about their stuff. I mean, now look, they could do that. They probably should. Maybe I'll go to one of their competitors, you know, get me a nice Pittsburgh or Icon stuff. Wonder where my other guy is. He's not here today. Boop. All right. Looks like we're all good now. Yep. All right. I know I've already went around once, guys, but I started going this last time and I was like, I better go ahead and just do it all. It's my OCD. Man, so guys, I was thinking about, well, a number of things over this weekend. You guys ever have any of those like really profound thoughts? You're like, wow, huh, I didn't know that. I know I had some this weekend. All right, cool. There's all that. I think, I don't know, let me see. They're called billet specialties, what they're called. Oh, let me just clean that off. Now, man, this has a Stone Temple Pilots oil filter on here. I really wish he would have been paid for the oil change. We could have fixed that. Oh, hey, look at this, guys. I'll show you this real quick. Check this out. When you come underneath here, look, guys, it's got an electronic dump valve. So we can go ahead and activate the solenoids. And then it comes right out here. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Jacoby, I guess you're making fun of me, huh, dude? It's probably because I work really hard. Maybe that's why I'm panting like a dog. Whoop, whoop. That and I got the microphone shoved right up next to me. Check that out. What's up? Wait, who's checking? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make that. Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, guys, check this out. This Lucas stuff. Make sure you guys can see the bad truck. This Lucas stuff's awesome. I got this in 4 of my vehicles. All 4 of them have over 300,000 miles on it, right? So, but it's so thick and chunky that it's hard to, it kind of takes a while to drain down. So here's what you do. Go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and empty it out into here. Go. Stuff's like maple syrup, man. Like maple syrup in the cold. So we're going to put this in here. And then we're going to put some trans fluid on top of it. Mix it up real good. And then pour it in. Whenever you do a trans pan service, and the rule of thumb is 4 quarts. So we're gonna put this and then probably just 2 quarts on top of it, and I'm gonna mix it all up. And you'll see why I'm only putting 2 quarts here in just a sec. Mm-hmm. All right, so use that combined with the conditioner. This stuff's great. Now, this Lucas conditioner is pretty thin. So pour that on here. The tech short today, guys. Run around like crazy again. It's all the time, man. Man, I'm a hard worker. Let me see how much we got in here. Get a little look-see. All right. So like I said earlier, it's typically about, 4 quarts. Let me add a quart to this, and we're going to put it in. All right, guys, here's how we do it. That stuff's so thick, you got to mix this up real good so it'll pour in there. I'm not doing this just for shock value. I just take my hand, stick it down in here, and you can feel how thick this stuff is, man. It's solid. And mix it up real good. And you can kind of feel the consistency of it, like kind of thin out. And then we can start pouring it in there. Of course, I don't want to make a huge mess when I pull my hand out of here. Let's try this way, kind of mixing. We'll call it the mix and pour. You guys can see this truck some more, which I know that's the real reason you guys are here. The mix and pour, man. Man, stuff's thick. There you go. What's that say? Can I take you for a test? You want to come on the test drive with me, dude? Tell you what, man, you come down here to the shop, dude. You can come hang out with me. Come on down, man. We'll be wrenching together. I told you guys, that's a standing offer, man, to my viewers. You guys want to come down, hang out, do some wrenching with me? So look, give it the mix up, and then we do the pour, the mix and pour. It's like being a drummer, man. You got to use all your I forget what they're called, accessories. This is a bad truck. Hey, you guys got any questions? Now's the time to ask, man. If you got like a microphone where you could like talk them into it, so I can just hear you. I wouldn't have to go over there and read them. But if you got questions, let me know. I'd be happy to try and answer them for you. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. Now it's the fun part, fire it up. Oh, perfecto mundo. Let's do it like the movie The Crow. Like, "Fire it up." That's how we're gonna do it. Here it comes. Let me wash my hands. Hold on. Ah, gosh, that hurt. Man, I got a boo-boo. Oh, that's not good. Ah, gosh. That hurts. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, I know how it happened. Casey, can you grab me a Band-Aid and if we have the antiseptic stuff? I got a boo-boo. I've got the antiseptic stuff here. It's when I hit my hand earlier. Oh, yeah, let me see that. Let me fire this up. Hold on. Let's fire this up, guys. Oh, yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah. But that was transmission fluid. That's, oh, yes, let me see. Let me see that. Good, put that on there. Yep, right. Stay still. I got it. Yep, there we go. Ready? Yep, thanks. No, it's fine. It's fine. All right, guys. Yeah, I got a boo-boo. I already covered it up. Let's show it to you. Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to show that kind of stuff. It's kind of nasty. Hey, AFM delete. That went well. You test drive that a little bit later. Kevin, were you here? Were you here on Friday night? Dude, I can't make some of this stuff up. I'm going to try to put a short together from Friday night because I was filming it of what happened. Mark just really dropped the ball, man. Guy totally proved my point that I can't find good technicians. It was pretty crappy. It was really, really sucked. You know, I went ahead and I fired it up to, well, first, before I even fired it up, I went ahead, plugged in the computer to go ahead and do the programming for the DOD delete. And before I fired it up or anything, now, let me preface it with this. The vehicle will run before programming it with the DOD delete. So if you put a cam in and lifters, the vehicle will fire up and run on these GMs. But before I even fired it up, it said reduced engine power. All right. So I was like, all right, man, I bet something's unplugged. Well, a viewer named, what was his name? He was really cool. He had said, he said, Griff, you know, why don't you try this to, and he gave me an example, or he gave me an idea of what to try to see if the injectors were plugged in or not. Well, so I fired up to try that, and then bang, transmission line blows out. Transmission line that Mark put on. So I fixed that. I go ahead, I pull it apart, and sure enough, the two plugs that go to the direct injectors, were not seated all the way. After I seat those, so I had to pull the intake manifold all the way back off, found that, get them seated, then I fire it up, and I have codes for the electronic brake control module. Well, we didn't mess with that, but we did have the power steering rack out of it. So I go look at the power steering rack. One of them's not seated all the way. One of them's completely unplugged. Here's the best part. Mark actually came back to the shop because Mark's homeless right now. So, and I've been letting him, stay in his car on the side of the building. I was letting him, I let him stay in the building well, I'm not going to say that, but anyways, he comes back by drinking his tall boy. And I was like, Mark, I'm a little unhappy. He says, well, why, Griff? I said, because these plugs weren't plugged in. I paid you to do this, and you just proved my point. I can't find good technicians. Anyways, let's make sure our fluid level is right on this. Let's take it for a test drive. If you guys know of a technician looking for a job, or not just a job, man, I'm looking for somebody that wants to help me change the culture. Here's what that means. Somebody that wants to be the best tech. They invest in themselves. Somebody that, actually cares about the customer. That's the kind of tech I want. Not somebody that's just looking for a job and a paycheck. I want somebody that wants to help me be the best shop and change the culture. Part of changing the culture is, look, I want to try to keep informing the public and other technicians of, what's going on. A lot of shops don't pay their techs properly. It's not cool. The independent shop will pay 1 hour for brakes. Okay. You say, why did pads and rotors? It's just 1 hour. Really? Because the book time says there's a half hour to burnish the rotors. That means go out, test drive, seat the pads. It's a minimum technicians should get 1.5. These shops, nah, it's an hour. And then they say it's 0.2 or 0.3 for an oil change. And you say, well, come on, it's the book time actually called for 0.9 on this Jaguar. And the shop, manager or whatever says, nope, we just pay 0.3 for oil changes. And then you point out on a job, hey, I got shorted these 3/10 on this thermostat. Nope, we're only paying you whatever time we already came up with. They just don't care about the technician. And that's why you have people leaving this industry, man. You don't have very many good technicians left. And so you got guys coming into this field that don't know what they're doing and don't have someone to train them. That's an accident waiting to happen, man. All right, let's add some more in here. Man, it's a bad truck. Yeah, I do need better techs. I mean, look, man, what do you guys do for work? Are things messed up in your industry too? Like they are here? Wow. Thanks, Antonio. What are you guys doing today? You guys working? Or are you guys just watching YouTube all day? Do you guys know any techs that want to come work with me here? Looking for somebody who wants to be badass. Wow, man. This thing was low on trans fluid to begin with. So it's a good thing we did the service. Now we just got to get it to where it needs to be. Hey, if you guys got any questions, let me know. You got a car thing you can't figure out, or no one's able to give you the right answer, give me a shot. Oh man, I got it perfect. As the Fonz would say, hey, perfecto mundo. All right, let's get this cleaned up some. Casey. Oh. All right, let's go ahead and pull it forward, get it cleaned up. Russia, nice. I love Russia. I love Putin. I like to, man, Putin and Snowden like to, have a drink. It's good. Let's get this thing cleaned up before we whoops. Let's go ahead and clean this bad boy off some. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin it around and pressure wash it off. All right, man. Sun's coming out, dude. Let's go take this thing for a test drive after we get it cleaned off. Nice big bad Honda pressure washer. Oh, come on. Come on, man. We gotta make those things looking really nice. Oh, what's up? What? Who? What? Oh yeah, what did he say? I gotta look at it. Tell him I'll look at it today. Well, I'll try to look at it today. I will get eyes on it before I leave. All right. Oh, Casey! Order some more of that McGuire's chrome cleaner or whatever it was. It doesn't look right. Let's try this. Hold on. Oops. Ah, come on. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yep, that's not gonna work. All right. Well, we gotta get a new belt for this. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Huh. All right. Hey, I need. Ow. I need a. If the belt came off, and I'm not sure if it's because we're having to make something work with this or not, but I need another one for right now. And then we may have to get some other. Man, something's not right. Yeah. Yeah, it just gave up on me. Yeah, get that bando belt again. All right, so guys, we put a belt on this, but not just a belt. We went ahead and put a new tensioner and a new idler on this side. Now, of course, finding the exact same stuff proves to be a little difficult because this is not a normal belt drive system. It had like Home Depot belts or bolts and stuff in it. So, anyways, that's basically the job for this one. I got some other stuff I got to do, and then I can. I'll probably go live when I get back with the. We got to make a tool because we got to get this axle out, and looks like it looks like the only way to make that axle get out is by getting a little creative with how to get the old axle out. Oh, well, actually, guys, the problem is I had some. I'm not sure if it's just a bad seal or if the other person put the seal in wrong, but it's leaking and it wasn't leaking before. So I got to go ahead and do that. But I can't get the axle is not wanting to come out easily. It's not being a team player. Ow. I really wanted to, but to make the special tool I got to go down to the Ace Hardware. I wanted to drive this. So We'll try this real quick and see if we'll be able to go bust the tires loose on this bad boy. It's funny, guys. This morning when I came in, Mark says to me, he says, "Yeah, I just want to talk straight with you. I apologize for messing up that stuff." But he says, "I want to talk straight with you." And the guy reeks of booze, man. Uh, hmm. I love when Ken tunes in, man. Kenny! Kenny! Ken, call you Kenny G. Ken the man's here. Don't everybody get excited at once. Hey, Ken, I'd like to cordially invite you to come down here, hang out, and work on some cars with me. So let me know when you want to come down. All right, let's fire this up. Hmm. 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 Uh, Great. Yeah, Ken. If you're serious, I'm looking for a tech that wants to help change the culture, man. So what is causing that problem? All right. All right. I think that's it for right now, guys. I got to take care of something else. I will. I might be late. I might be live later today. I got to make that tool. So